digitization and changes in consumption behaviors are fundamentally changing the entire TV advertising industry. Advertisers are eager to apply the data-driven tactics of online advertising to their TV strategies. At the same time, Silicon Valley giants have made significant advances to gain control of the big screen. This is all placing pressure on broadcasters to adapt and reassert their role in the industry. That's where we come in. Introducing the fully addressable TV ad break, the real-time, targeted substitution of any or all ads within the linear TV ad break, tailored to a single device. With the fully addressable TV ad break, broadcasters gain unique selling points such as granular targeting capabilities, efficient control features, and personalized ad messaging, all while ensuring an uninterrupted viewing experience. Gain access to ad tech and TV monetization tools built for the future with SmartClip.
Timeless UI Universe is a cutting-edge user interface designed for the worldwide telco and media industries. It's an off-the-shelf product, ready for commercial deployment. Large groups of international renown are already using it and have been distributing it to millions of homes for years. Thanks to its modularity, Timeless UI Universe meets the market needs of pay TV operators, the media, and sport. It's compatible with all the latest technologies. Timeless UI Universe offers skinning capabilities to easily adapt to brand identity. It's a cross-platform UI suitable for any device. The end user benefits from an intuitive, unified, and enhanced user experience. Timeless UI Universe is designed to be easily deployed and managed, easily integrated into any existing system, configurable from any CMS or backend. It's also a powerful data-driven solution that stores and manages data about end-user activity for purposes of monitoring and reporting. Timeless UI Universe comes with the expected popular features, as well as the latest innovations: multi-profile management, recommendation, voice control, deep links using a content-centric approach, displaying the content required, whatever its source. A regularly enriched catalog of features is available, enabling the interface to be personalized. The UI can evolve over time and stay ahead of the field by always embracing the latest trends. Timeless UI Universe has been designed for the convenient use of the video content provider, as well as for the pleasure of the end user. To find out more about Timeless Universe, contact us now.
With these new pictures came new stories for our digital century, where each screen offered a window to the world. Since its creation in 1996, NetGem has been a major independent player. NetGem offers solutions and services to enjoy your connected life. So when we look back on our trajectory over these amazing 25 years and then forward to the future, there is one thing we know for sure. With NetGem, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Thanks for joining us today and welcome to HbbTV Demo Live number 2. This is the last of a series of preview events telling you all you need to know about next week. It's already the HbbTV Symposium and Awards in Prague on November the 9th and 10th. There are still tickets available, by the way. If you're unsure, please check out the ticket box, the virtual ticket box on the website hbbtv.org. And in case you're not sure what to expect from the event next week, we have got 6 major market players for you that are going to tell you all you need to know about what to expect from the event and from them next week. And we're going to show you the lineup that we have for you now. We have Fabio from Mediaset. We have Shira from SmartClip. We have Stanislas from DotScreen, Guillaume from VizTV, and Moritz from Conatrack, and Raj from Iota. So these are all major market players, and we've got great representatives for you today, and they're going to give you all the insights you need to know about what to expect from next week in Prague. So 45 minutes packed with information, and we're going to move to Italy first, where Fabio from Mediaset is waiting for us. Ciao, Fabio. What have you got for us today?
Ciao to everyone. I got the demos we are going to show you in Prague at the symposium, HbbTV Symposium. The first one I want to talk is the HbbTV DVBI demo, who enable the TV delivery over the internet. Is a market trial and will cover dozens and later thousands of TV sets all over the country. The main features and use cases are truly hybrid TV experience. So seamless zapping between broadcast and IP services through remote control, of course. And DRM content protection, which is very important, especially in this context, because the decryption of content is made through an HbbTV app to safeguard content over IP and support any kind of business model. And of course, is broadcast quality. So it's a broadcast-like experience through DVB-low latency and multicast ABR. And the second one, it's an HbbTV TA technical pilot with our sale house, Publitalia 80. It's the next level of targeted advertising based on the new HbbTV TA and DVB TA specifications. Features and use cases. The main one are seamless transition between broadcast and IP delivered ads. So it's a frame accurate switch between linear broadcast advertising and addressable via IP. It's an optimized audience experience, which means high performances, both on switching time and accuracy. And pilot insights with it's a replacement of single and multiple 30-second spot in the advertising break, developed using a combination of stream events and SCARI 35 messages. And that's all. And I hope to see you at our booth in Prague. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Lots of important keywords you've just mentioned, I think, and you can see that Mediaset is right there and on top of these new developments, and will present you what you can do with HbbTV related specifications, applications, and services. Is there a special focus point out of all these things that you can mention?
No, I prefer to maintain a sort of secret for the Prague Symposium show.
Okay, so you need to come to Prague, definitely. See you next week. Thank you, Fabio. Now let's go to the lady of this session, Shira from SmartClip. Welcome to today's Demo Live event. What have you got for us, Shira?
Thank you so much. Let me share my screen. Really happy to be here with you today. So as mentioned, I'm Shira Laffel. I oversee the marketing and product education department at SmartClip, and I just wanted to share some recent developments at SmartClip as they pertain to HbbTV and share some exciting new things that are in development on the horizon. So without further ado, for those of you who aren't familiar with SmartClip, we are the ad tech development unit of RTL Group. So we support traditional TV broadcasters, both within and outside of the group, to digitize their TV advertising. So essentially, we enable all digital channels for video advertising on the big screen, addressable TV, CTV, OTT. We also enable video advertising within the linear TV ad break, which I'm going to touch on in a few minutes. We have been driving addressable TV advertising via HbbTV for quite some time now, as you can see back in 2016 with the first display format, the infamous L banner. And from there, we have built out and evolved our offerings, as you can see. I'm going to guide your eyes down to today, 2022. We are now enabling the full addressability of the ad break. And rather than talk to you about this, I'm a marketer, so I'm going to show you a product video.
Digitization and changes in consumption behaviors are fundamentally changing the entire TV advertising industry. Advertisers are eager to apply the data-driven tactics of online advertising to their TV strategies. At the same time, Silicon Valley giants have made significant advances to gain control of the big screen. This is all placing pressure on broadcasters to adapt and reassert their role in the industry. That's where we come in. Introducing the fully addressable TV ad break, the real-time, targeted substitution of any or all ads within the linear TV ad break, tailored to a single device. With the fully addressable TV ad break, broadcasters gain unique selling points such as granular targeting capabilities, efficient control features, and personalized ad messaging, all while ensuring an uninterrupted viewing experience. Gain access to ad tech and TV monetization tools built for the future with SmartClip.
So as you can see, we have made the ad break addressable. And now what we have going on is we are making it programmatic. So this is a sneak peek into what is coming. Later this month, we're launching the programmatic linear TV ad break replacement. So this is the digital substitution of spots within the linear TV ad break with programmatic demand. Obviously, for advertisers, this gives them the opportunity to apply the same programmatic paradigms that they're accustomed to using on digital advertising and use them on their TV strategies and ultimately reach relevant audiences at scale on the big screen and in the ad break. It also gives broadcasters new monetization opportunities, of course, opening up their premium inventory to programmatic buying. All while maintaining control over key aspects of that process. So control over data, over privacy, quality, etc. And so we'll begin to roll this out in the coming months, reaching a few million households across our core markets, including Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Spain. Another big and the final thing that I'd like to disclose today is the acquisition of Realytics. This is a French company that we recently acquired, and they specialize in TV attribution and measuring the impact of TV advertising directly on the page of the advertiser. And they also make this data actionable in terms of optimized media planning for linear TV buying. And so it was really a match made in heaven. And where we're looking to go from here is our next step is to merge the worlds of ATV and linear TV. And just to give you a little taste of what that is, Realytics just rolled out a new product. It's called B, and it combines measurement over linear TV, ATV, and IPTV. So a lot to talk about. We will be at the HbbTV Symposium and Awards along with RTL Group, as well as Realytics. And we're also sponsoring a coffee break the first day at 4 p.m. and hope that you'd stop by and pick our brain on these exciting new developments.
Thank you very much, Shira, for these insights. So if there hadn't been enough reasons yet to come to Prague, there's definitely plenty of them more now for you. And the big team from SmartClip and their colleagues will be in Prague at the location. By the way, it's taking place at the National House of Vinohrady, right in the heart of Prague, very conveniently located near the main train station and the subway. So it's going to be great meeting all of you there. Thank you, Shira. And now let's go on to our next guest, Stanislas from DotScreen. Stanislas, welcome. What have you got for us?
Thank you. Bonjour. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for inviting me to this demo live. So maybe as the audience may not be aware of what DotScreen is doing and who we are, Let me first introduce the company. So the company is a French company, a 12-year-old company. We have offices in different countries in Europe, in LATAM, and in the US as well. And what we do is very specialized. We design and develop video front-end applications for any device and any underlying middleware or technology. So that means we do not offer an end-to-end OTT solution, but only the front-end part. And we have basically two types of customers, either public or private broadcasters or pay TV operators. And just to name a few, we've been developing HbbTV apps for Arte, the French-German channel, the European channel, as well as Mediaset in Spain, not in Italy. In terms of operators, we've been working for Freenet in Germany, Freesat, Fransat in the past as well. So we have many different customers from different countries in Europe and outside Europe. What we also bring to our customers is this experience in integrating those video front ends with their existing backend. And our role is, and our experience as well, is really to, thanks to API, to plug those video front ends with other, SDK and technologies such as SmartClip and others, of course. But this is, the decision of our customers. So our role is really to facilitate and to bring this experience of various types of applications on different operating systems. The thing I would like to say, and I hope some of the audience would be able to come and see it, on our booth, is that when you mention HbbTV, this is an acronym which actually hides a lot of fragmentation, because most of the HbbTV compliant applications will run and be executed on low-end devices, be it set-top boxes or smart TV, and those devices have very little CPU, low memory as well. So you really need to bring code for your applications, which is as light as possible and optimized as much as possible in order to bring a nice user experience to the viewer. And this is how we differentiate from other application developers, by not using any framework such as React, for some that may be aware of. Every time we develop an application, we use the SDK or the middleware provided by the targeted device. So it could be HbbTV, it could be Tizen, it could be WebOS. And by doing so, we avoid embarking into the code a lot of libraries that we won't use, but we try really to develop what is required to display, to render what the backend and what the UI is supposed to do. And I think this is really critical. And I hope that we'll be able, to show the attendance of the symposium in Prague, how we can really make a difference. Because at the end of the day, our customers, whether they are operators or content publishers, they really need to make the user experience seamless, intuitive, and fast. Because the idea is not that the end user would spend hours, finding the right content. So obviously, this is only one piece of the journey of the viewer, but this is, I think, quite critical. So this is, basically what we have to show at the symposium by showing our latest HbbTV applications, the one for Arte, the one for Together TV in the UK, soon on Freeview, or the one on for Mediaset Spain on HbbTV.
Thank you for these insights. And as you were just mentioning, the user interface, the user experience, I mean, these are, of course, the most important things because they directly affect the viewers. That's what the viewers see, and that's what decides about whether an app will be successful or not. So this is, from my point of view, actually, I think the most important bit in the whole chain. And by the way, you've had some success, as we were just mentioning, the Arte app, because the Arte app has been shortlisted for the HbbTV Awards this year. So you've had your hands involved in that. So we can even congratulate you a bit on that. And you can see that actually, you're doing some great work there. And as I was just mentioning, the HbbTV Awards, this will be, of course, a great part of the HbbTV Symposium next week in Prague on the evening of the first night, November the 9th. There'll be a big celebration, a big award ceremony where the awards will be handed out to the winners, and the winners will be announced there live. So in case that is another reason to come to Prague, I can assure you this is going to be a great celebration, and this will be a double celebration or even a triple celebration, because we will also celebrate the 10th annual edition of the HbbTV Symposium. It's number 10, and also 10 years of HbbTV is, of course, another reason to celebrate. So thank you again, Stanislas. We'll stay in France and go over to Viz TV, where Guillaume is waiting for us. So bonjour, Guillaume.
Bonjour, hello. So first I will present Wiz TV. So Wiz TV, we are making video application, so pay TV application for cross-device. We're specialized in the front-end part, so we have design services, we can develop, integrate, it's our expertise. We work with media company, with broadcaster and also telcos. And also we have our own complete cloud gaming solution that work on all these devices. So we are 200 people, designers and developers, with offices in France and Finland, and some deployment all over the world since 15 years that Wiz TV exists. So in Europe, Asia Pacific, Americas, Middle East. So our offer is very complete, from design services, development, cross-platform, with a cross-platform SDK as well, which allow with Unicode to deploy on all the platform. And finally, we also have off-the-shelf products to fasten the time to market. So at the HbbTV Symposium in Prague, I will present FranceSat Connect. So FranceSat Connect is a project from Eutelsat, which offer a free satellite proposition with premium bouquets in France, and which is available for millions of users. So it's a bespoke HbbTV operator app with a full portal that run on channel 0, and the application is also installed on the other channel with console mode to enrich the content. And this app has been built with HbbTV from version 1.2, so it runs on most of TV sets since 2016. And we've integrated cam module and access card with specific FranceSat Connect API. So the objective of this project was to modernize the UI, to provide administration tool for FranceSat to organize content features and organize deployments. Also, the new UI has been developed using our own framework, with include all the best practices to support all HbbTV version in devices. It's also a new backend service to manage user devices, services, offers, and promotion. And it includes compliancy with GDPR, and provide segmentation to target the user base. So I will show you quickly the video of this service. Okay, so first goal was to modernize the UI, which provide full features like onboarding, which is customizable. The splash screen also is configurable, and then so it includes an home page, some replay and VOD content with deep link to the channels, full EPG, some radios as well. Then, so the compatibility with HbbTV feature. So it's an operator app, and for example, on channels there is coexistence with the red button app and Frontsat application. Finally, the backend, so which allow, for example, the personalization of the home with choice between several templates. And also you can highlight some content, so to pick a content and promote it in the UI. Then another goal was to segment the user base. So Frontsat can create some targets to be able then to promote some offers to unsubscribed users.
Thank you very much for these
Thank you.
insights. And of course, I can only repeat myself of saying the importance of the user interface. And now we've seen an example of a company behind that, and with Frontsat, an example of a very successful implementation on the French TV platform in conjunction with Eutelsat. And I can only say that I'm sure you had like lots of positive feedback on by viewers and by market players on this new version of the platform, the user interface.
Yeah, exactly. We achieved the goal expected by Eutelsat. The UI is more modern and offer more flexibility for them to target efficiently their user base and push the right content to the right person. And we still support a large set of TV. So compatibility is here thanks to the HbbTV standard.
Very good. So making life easier for everyone involved. That is, of course, a great achievement, and there you can see where HbbTV comes into the place to assist these applications. So thank you again, Guillaume, for these insights, and looking forward to meeting with TV in Prague next week. Now, next in the row is Moritz from Konodrag. Moritz, what do you have for us today? Welcome.
Fantastic, guys. I hope you can see my screen. If you can put that live. Yeah, fantastic.
Yes,
Thank you very much for inviting us to the forum this year in Prague. Glad to see, hopefully, most of you joining in today in Prague next week. I wanted to give you a sneak peek on what we're going to share next week together with one of our partners, which is Kantar. And to give you an idea of why this is such an exciting news, let me dive into the presentation itself. You might not know who Kantar and who Konotrack is. So Konotrack is based in Spain, and we have been busy in the HbbT environment for quite a while, focusing on really linear TV and streaming. The main feature in Spain is that we have a very strong position where we serve today roughly about 95% of all the HbbTV devices via our technology in the market. We focus on first-party data, and since a couple of months, we monetize all our content through major DSPs, as long as the broadcaster, who is our client, is interested in doing that. In the background, we run lots of real-time data, which obviously is not only necessary for the advertising space, but also for the audience measurement, which then allows us to segment by behavior, interest, and geography in the entire market. And because we have such a strong market position, we're basically used by all the market players in Spain. To see what we've done and what we're going to present next week, we basically work with all of these broadcasters in Spain and their media partners, which then with our Conotrack integration as an SSP allows us to then integrate with the digital ecosystem, whether it's the Google Ad Manager, the freewheels, the trade desks, and more importantly, the media rating systems. And you know the slogan, show me the money. HbbTV is only successful if a broadcaster can actually make more money with that. And that's why we believe that the second part of the presentation next week is going to be so exciting because we're going to talk about what we've done with Kantar. So Kantar is the linear TV panel provider in Spain. So that's the value, the monetary value established in Spain, like GfK in Germany. Kantar is the panel provider in Spain. And what we've done is we basically integrated HbbTV data into their rating system for linear TV. And by doing that, we've achieved really several profits and results, which are listed down here. What we've done, first of all, we improved the granularity of very small players and therefore reduced the sampling error, coming to the complete elimination of zero ratings. So a small TV station might only have 4, 5, 6% reach in the country, but because of the way that linear ratings work, that small player would basically never seen any money from any large media budget. Now, for the first time, those small players become part of the panel, and we have real live data, which is really exciting for smaller TV stations. And then secondly, specifically important for the HbbTV advertising segment, now it's possible that this HbbTV data becomes part of the addressable advertising space in the overall linear TV data panel from Kantar. So we hope that by next year, Kantar will publish the HbbTV data as part of the linear TV rating data. And that is really exciting news for HbbTV because it means that the first time ever a countrywide panel will provide HbbTV data as part of the linear data sets. And that means that basically all the media agencies who have bought linear TV now can buy addressable TV without discounting the value of addressable HbbTV because there is no rating information available. And that's really exciting. And we have a representative of Kantar coming to Prague next week. And he will go much more into detail what this means for the media world, what this means for the agencies, and what it means for Show Me the Money. So very excited to see you next week.
Thank you, Moritz, for these insights. And I can only underline that targeted advertising, addressable TV, and of course, audience measurement are important elements of the conference program of next week in Prague. And we will have a lot of speakers giving you lots of details about their experiences, the solutions, and of course, the challenges that are still there, and the first results that they can present, including, of course, the presentation by Conotrack and Kantar in Spain about the activities there. And quite some interesting news for you, I can tell you already. So thank you, Moritz, for these insights. And
fantastic pleasure.
Looking forward to welcoming you in Prague next week. Now it's time to go to Raj from Yotta and ask you, Raj, what have you got for us today?
Yeah, so welcome, guys. We want to perhaps provide a little bit of a sneak preview as to what we're trying to show next week. A little bit about ourselves. I'm Raj Patel, the CEO and co-founder of Yotta. I've worked in interactive TV back at the Teletext days of the first interactive services available on TV, and moved up within, Open TV, Liberate, MHEG, you name any interactive standard that's been through the markets, and certainly coming to HbbTV, those of you who know, we've developed operator applications. That's been our main sort of focus. We've developed for TVSat, we've done operator applications for them behind their services on satellite and terrestrial. We're the development house for HD Plus in Germany, and so that's the HD Plus apps running across all of the key manufacturers and the integrations there in Germany. And what we'd like to bring to HbbTV is a slightly different model here, where we're trying to bring an operator application as a service, because we've seen certainly different kinds of clients based on those who have a very clear idea around their design and they want to own the customization. So we've done work like that as well. But we've also seen other operators who perhaps may want to have some kind of presence and experience, but perhaps doesn't have quite the same design house and almost budgets to suit a custom application. So we want to bring out this product to help kind of kickstart, I think, operator applications in operator tiers and in pay TV operators, and then slowly, gradually migrate that over. So we're hopefully going to be able to demonstrate that on a TV at our booth. That's one of the key areas that we want to bring to demonstrations. And then there'll be some insights around how that works and profiles and all the things that you've heard today. We'll be able to kind of demonstrate a lot of those sort of feature sets out at the show. But the other exciting thing we were going to bring is Yotta also works internationally in the US. We work on ATSC3 standards and work for several companies, and particularly with Pearl TV. And there is a consortium, and so hopefully I'm probably the only one that's going to bring a US television out to HbbTV and kind of show some of the interactive applications that we're developing over there, which actually has a very crossover with the HbbTV market, because we have very similar, if not identical, issues that we have to resolve. How applications work, how the experiences work with the different markets, but particularly some of the key points you've heard today around advertising, data, revenue generations. All of those things are being exploited perhaps globally. And I think that we're going to be able to also share in some of our presentational slots a little bit more insight into what we're doing here and some of the benefits that we're bringing over in the US market. And these are all lessons learned from HbbTV in our marketplace here. But also I think that we'll be able to bring how we can demonstrate some of these sort of services. And particularly one thing we might be able to bring along is some of the data. So we are doing all the things around analytically tracking applications and viewerships and some of the back-end services that operate on the platform. So this is kind of a little idea around how we're doing some trials around what does that data look like, some of the compliance issues, some of the identifiers, and particularly integration with the ad tech providers. So we're doing some of the CSI, SSAI, DAI, I mean, you name any acronym that comes through, there's some sort of advertising element to it. So that's certainly being exploited out in the US. So hopefully we should be able to bring a lot of that demonstration and insight over and have good discussions, I think, at Prague. So I sort of thank you for that and welcome others next week, and look forward to meeting you.
Thank you very much for the insights, and I'm quite looking forward to that US TV set you're going to show in Prague next week, and what we can discover on that one. And by the way, this leads to me telling you that there will be a whole panel, by the way, dedicated to developments in the US, looking at the US, where you'll be a speaker. Looking forward to that. Maybe you can elaborate on that a bit.
Yeah, I think we wanted to try and bring some of the things that we've learned and understood in Europe, particularly with lots of the different applications. We kind of here almost like as the middleman between what broadcasters want as requirements and what CE wants as well in terms of testability. And we see that some of these things, you know, we act as a little bit of a middleman to broker, you know, some of the features. So we want to try and show how we're helping to leverage that, making it easier for CEs to do testing on application. But essentially, most of the broadcasters all have the same requirements. How visually they want to show the data is different, obviously. But if you want to do addressable advertising, you want to collect the same sets of data. So we're trying to help to normalize that and bring that more centralized. So you haven't got a CE trying to test over, I don't know, 20 different broadcaster applications to test the same thing over, and who is the biggest probably gets the most attention. But that doesn't mean to say, as part of the hockey stick and on the long tail, there are other broadcasters who may still be able to exploit addressable advertising and data and usage and bar monitoring and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to bring some of that together, Jon.
Absolutely. So I think it does make sense to cross the ocean here and see what we can learn from each other, from both sides, the US from Europe, Europe from the US. And this is why if there have been US panels in the past at the HbbTV Symposium, and we're kind of keeping that tradition this year. And so there'll be a look at the US market, and we'll see what we can learn from the experiences made over there. And there are companies, of course, like Yotta, that are active in both of these continents. So you are actually probably the right person to ask about what to learn, and the things that did go well and the things that can still be improved. Of course, it's a life full of learning also in the HbbTV community. And there's one thing I'd like to mention, because you have mentioned as a client of yours HD Plus in Germany. And I think in 2019 the HD Plus app has won an HbbTV award. So I remember you were part on the stage back then. So let's see what this year's HbbTV awards will bring us. And this will, of course, all happen next week on November the 9th in the evening in Prague. So once again, thank you to all the speakers, and look forward to seeing you in Prague next week. Just a very quick word on the venue, on the location, and on the conference program that you can see next week. The venue is the National House of Vinohrady, which is right in the center of Prague, conveniently located near the main train station, and there's also a subway there. Of course, the HbbTV Symposium is jointly operated, hosted by HbbTV and AKTV. That's the Czech Association of Commercial Broadcasters. There's great collaboration happening between those two organizations. This is the venue that you can see here right now. I think it's quite spectacular. I've been there and seen it in spring this year. It is going to really have the right environment for both the conference and, of course, the reception in the evening for the HbbTV Awards and the two celebrations, which are 10 years of HbbTV Symposium and 10 years of HbbTV. And, of course, handing out the awards to the winners is going to be a very special occasion. There you can see the venue and how it is divided into different sections. There's the main hall, where there'll be the conference program and the evening reception. Then there is a hall for the sponsors, and the whole sponsors will have booths there presenting their latest new products and services. Great opportunity for networking, meeting people. Of course, there'll be lots of social breaks for coffee, for lunch, and there'll be a spectacular dinner waiting for you in the evening of November the 9th at the occasion of all those celebrations. So it will be very different from the previous years and very special. I can tell you already. I've seen the menu. I'm going to look forward to that. And so this leaves me to say thanks again for watching this. Thanks to the speakers. This was the last preview event ahead of next week's show in Prague. So again, have a happy weekend. Safe travels to Prague, and see you all next week. Bye-bye then. See you in Prague.
Thank you. See you in Prague.
See you in Prague.
Thank you. Bye. See you in Prague.
Bye-bye.